Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, so we are going to start here on the lower time frames, and then we're going to move our way all the way up to the daily time frame. So, kicking it off here with QQQ, I am going to point out you do have this falling wedge going on, just like you had one yesterday going on. And I will also point out that you have been basing since around 12 o'clock today. So for 3 hours, we have just been sitting here, just developing this double bottom here. You have now broken out past the neckline, and you are currently back testing that neckline. We're going to have to see what happens here. Do you hold it? Do you not? I don't know. I don't really care. I am just showing you what I am looking for, which is if you come down here and you take out the low, that means we're likely going to finally revisit this 362 level. And then I do see us going lower, because what will we have? We'll have this high, we'll have this low, we'll have this lower high, and then boom. All right, so short time frame, smaller time frame, whatever you want to call it, trend change to the downside. That would be taking place if we were to take out this low that I have drawn here with this arrow. Now, because we have been basing for so long here, I think it's more likely that we hold this back test and we go back up and above 365.50. I will be looking for the high of day up at 366. Is this the right level? Yeah, 366.56, and above there we do have room to come all the way up to 370.47. Now I will now come out to the hourly time frame, and what do we have here? It does look like we just have this bull flag going on. You had this brief consolidation, but we have more consolidation going on here, and it very well could be a bull flag that is leading to the next leg up. So that is something to be paying attention to. We come over here to the daily time frame now, and I will just clean up the chart real quick because I know a bunch of lines here. I know we don't need those on our chart now that we have covered the smaller time frames. Let's go a little like that. Let's take that off. There we go. And I do want to point out, you have sold all flipping day. Now, actually, coming back to the smaller time frame, I'm going to point out you open the day up with a with your 15-minute RSI overbought, the same over here on SPY. So I was looking to sell right away. And if we did push up to the zone up here that we were paying attention to, the 443 to 444 zone, that RSI would have been oversold or overbought and probably would have had a bearish divergence. So we probably would have sold off regardless. So even though we sold off here, if we kept going and that was the direction we took, hey, prime time puts up here, that would have paid. But I do want to point out over here in SPY, nothing has really changed. We're still just paying attention to this 443, 444 zone. Now, if we do end up coming back and taking out these lows, what is that also going to do? Well, we would be covering on the smaller time frame. You would have this high, all right, and then if you come down, all right, guys, you would be having your trend change here on the hourly time frame. So I do just want to say that's really the two scenarios that I am paying attention to. We either take out these lows, finally head to the 431.19 level that we called out in the weekly update, or we come up here and we come up to the 443, 444, and then I still think it's like we reject off here. Either come here for a higher low, or we are going to end up taking out this level right here, which the low of this candlestick was 433.01. So we're going to have to put that on a chart. We will watch that level like a hawk, and if you break that, you probably go $2 more down to 431.19, which you could see right over there. That was right over there. All right, so those are really the two scenarios I see. We're either going to go up and test 443, 444, and then likely reject off of there. If we do end up peeking our head above it and getting a daily close, then yes, we're going to be talking 451.55. I just don't think that's going to be the case. I think we are much more likely to stall out. And like I pointed out in yesterday's video, this big green bar right here was off of low volume. So I just want to say, all right, you don't have the most buyers stepping in. My thumbnail yesterday was like, buyers are back. I didn't actually mean like, hey guys, fall on reversal going on. No, I just said it was likely that we get some continuation. Buyers were definitely stepping up. You had a, let's just measure this out. At that point in time, you had, it's a $7 move over here, and then QQ had a much larger move, which was almost a $10 move. Yeah. So QQ actually came up and was back testing. You closed right at resistance yesterday. So what I was looking for today is you to come back and at least test that resistance that you now should have turned into support. Now, as you see, we fell below it. So I'm just going to tell you right now, we could very well take out this low here and end up just, coming down 362. We're going to test that level right there. But after that, we're probably going to be coming back down to 359 and then come back down to 357.59. All right. But the real big boy that we should be paying attention to is over here in SPY, because it's really, you know, clean price action going on over here. Now, I will point out we do have NVIDIA earnings on Wednesday. All right. So that is tomorrow. And that is likely what the market is waiting for, as well as Jackson Hole. We have Jackson Hole meeting on Friday. So that is definitely going to be bringing some volatility in one direction or the other, or both directions. I don't know. We're going to have to find out. Just like I don't know. You guys don't know either, right? None of us know what's going to happen, which is why, you know, guys, it's better not to, you know, place these just gambling bets going into that event. We might as well just, you know, play the price action today if you would like. But going into these events, I mean, you have no idea. Is NVIDIA going to give us a big, fat, nasty gap up, gap down? I'm going to tell you what I think is likely because, you know, both sides are pricing in a 20 freaking % move. I think which calls are slightly more juiced right now. I think it's very likely we get a volatility crush, an IV crush, applied volatility crush. Yeah, on both sides. I think it's extremely likely. Do you really think we're going to get a 20% move? How good are these earnings going to be that you're going to have buyers buying up another, what was this, 20%? Yeah, 24% again. I don't think it's going to happen. And how bad are they going to be with the leading chip provider that, you know, we're going to see a 20% gap down? I also think that's very unlikely. I think we're probably going to just stay in this range here. But I just want to point out, all right, if NVIDIA premiums were not this juiced, it would be so supreme to be playing these contracts, guys. Look at how clean this price action is, guys. You rejected right here. All right. This was coming right up to your resistance right there. Came back. You broke down through this level, which was the low of this day over here. You went right to the next level. You formed a hammer candlestick. So, you know, bulls were stepping up to the plate. You had increasing volume to back that candlestick. What happened? You, boom, then gapped up. In that same day, you broke resistance, and above that resistance, what I was seeing is above, what was it, 150? Yeah, 155.40. You had nothing, all right? You had absolutely, no, 150, or not 152. It was 452. Above there, you had no, you know, resistance all the way to 469. You came directly to that level, and boom, all right? What happens now? You find buyers coming in at the back test of this level. So, like, in reality, guys, NVIDIA's price action is so freaking clean, it's ridiculous. Congratulations to everyone with just a crap ton of money, and you're able to just freely trade this thing because, you know, I mean, even now I do get that the premiums are juiced, right? But like, holy sweet baby Jesus, I'm talking like you got to be like 2,000 a contract if you're buying at the money, which holy sweet baby Jesus, all right? But yeah, I mean, nothing really to say here, guys. We really don't know what's going to happen here. I think it's very likely we get a volatility crush, and that means, you know, after that, so after Wednesday, Thursday, we're probably going to move freely into Jackson Hole, and then Jackson Hole on Friday is going to, you know, that's going to be determining, are we going to get that next leg lower here, maybe revisit 348.18 from all the way back here on at QQQ, and then Spire, we finally going to come down into what should be a demand zone down here, and to get buyers stepping up. I think it's very likely that buyers step up if we get down here, and yeah, this is pretty much it. That is what I got for you guys. I will point out, all right, right now you do have another low volume day. It's only 3:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you do have some time before the close. But hey, all right, we're going to have another low volume day. So I think the market really is just waiting for these events to go down. I will point out, DIA, guys, that is not the best sign. All right. Yeah, you did have a hammer candlestick yesterday, but it had decreasing volume, and it was low volume at that. And then boom, you're not falling back down. You're not getting any buyers stepping up over here. All right. Same with IWM. Why is this the case? I don't know, but I would like to see all indices move together. So these gap ups were quite suspicious. Plus, I told you, all right, 15-minute RSIs. When you see these things oversold, you likely start seeing a sell. And if you don't see a sell, look for you just running into resistance, and then you likely get the sell there, which that's what I was looking for up here. We're either going to sell down here, back test, or we're going to end up, and I was watching QQ, by the way, back test, or we are going to run up into the next resistance. Now, we'll point out, SPY, you are coming down to the low. If you see this low taken out, guys, this level all the way down here will be in play, which is all the way down at 435. That is a $2 to $3 drop. So watch out if you're just holding long. I think people might want to, you know, take profits if you got in down here. I know they might not be as much as you wanted. Maybe you want to get up here. Hey, again, we got these events tomorrow. The market is just going to be on edge, and they're going to determine where we go. Come over here and just check out Mr. VIX before we go. Boom, Mr. VIX gave up that level. Looks like that was a false breakout. We're going to have to see what happens. But again, guys, the RSI is just waiting up here. So if we do get a volatility spike, I think it's going to be very short-lived. That's just my current opinion, and I'll be reminding you guys of my opinion if that does occur into these events. All right. Last thing I am going to bring up is over here on Apple. You are currently stalling out at support turned resistance now, which does mean we could end up falling flat on our face, coming all the way down to 171. That would align with SPY going to 431.19. We're really going to have to see what happens. I will point out, buyers started getting, you started getting above here. You can actually see on a smaller time frame there, fake out. But over here on the hourly time frame, you can see. All right, that is the exact level sellers are stepping in at. That was actually the low of this candlestick right here. No, I got it off by a cent. All right, it was actually 177.32. All right, yeah, I always got my levels off by 1 cent, guys. I don't know why. Regardless, guys, you got an indecision candlestick over here on Apple, so I do think, hey, the largest component of SPY and QQ is probably going to have some say with where we go in the coming days. So be watching this one. Watch for an hourly close above 177.32. I know I got that level wrong. Let's just, nope, didn't mean to click on the zone. That is okay. Can we click on the level? Nope, maybe. All right, I'm done trying. Regardless, watch 177.32 for an hourly close above. That could open up this range again, and then you have 181 on the table. That's the top of your range. So there's that. But until that happens, this is your range to be watching, and a rejection from here likely brings you back all the way down here to 175, and that would drag down SPY and QQ. That being said, I will catch y'all. Hang on. I actually saw something this morning right there. All right, QQQ. Now I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, broke down from the channel, back test. Bearish candlestick coming off of the bottom end of the channel here. Boom. Something I thought I'd put on your radar there. All right. That being said, I'll catch you all in the next one. Everyone have a lovely rest of your day, and peace.